I'm Zara Lise. I play Crystal.
I'm Luna, and I play Serenity.
I'm Errol Cummings Jr., and I play Benny.
Hi, I'm Brandon Morrison, and I am the director, producer of Suckers.
What's going on, y'all? Kenny Pettis Jr., I play Freeway.
I'm Suede the Plug, and I play S-Dot.
What about the script made you want to accept the role?
I mean, I think it's an amazing script, and I also talked to him about it. And like he said, it's like it just brings like social media and what I do, and the people that I surround myself with to play a part that I kind of feel it so much. My own personal life, people have made fun of me, and I thought it was like really good.
People make fun of you?
Of course. It's okay. I used that in my events, and I thought I could bring something that, to show out people that you can overcome everything, even though if it's in a horror movie. And I think it was a great character, and I'm very grateful that he put me in it, and I hope I did a really good job.
We grateful you said yeah.
Them people that made fun of her probably regret it more than
fools.
They regret it more than y'all getting eat up.
Fools.
How you gonna be when I come up?
Crystal is a beauty influencer who gets turned into a vampire by somebody and then tries to obviously take the souls. You see, KP was trying to change my character last minute, and I told him no because I related more to Crystal than to Trinity.
I remember that you were supposed to be Trinity.
Yeah, no. As being an influencer, I felt like I related to that a little bit more, that character a little bit more, and becoming a vampire. Hello, I'm a little dark anyway.
He's a TikTok star, whatever the case may be. And that's kind of me in real life. So.
I think you played it really well.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I definitely indulged in the character, did some research. Before getting the role, I didn't know, that the influencers, they address their people as chat. I didn't know that. I did the research to find that out. I talked to a lot younger crowds to figure out like how I should address, people when I walk in the room. I did my research on it, so I definitely would not be that person outside of that character.
So you would have felt, because in the movie you're not really trying to help out. So real life you would have been like, let's go do it.
For sure. I wouldn't have left y'all just stuck like that. I ain't care at all.
That's good to know.
As a director, was there a certain aesthetic that you were going for this film?
Yeah, we were. I mean, we wanted to be dark. We wanted to keep the locations. The locations are as simple as it's one spot. It's here. We worked a lot with Matt, who for the look and the feel and the mood. So Matt, our cinematographer, is responsible for a lot of that.
He put together a great lighting scheme.
Yeah.
We also we wanted to keep everything close and tight frame, so it makes it feel like you're at this party in this situation as well. You know what I mean? So a lot of it is going to be right up on you, and you're going to feel like you're damn near a fly on the wall or a character in it as well, because we don't let you get too far away from any of the situations that are happening. We're right there in it.
That proximity is a part of the film.
Yeah. I figured, I wanted to put something together that kind of worked for the generation that we're in. Naturally, these times are very big on social media influencers and stars. We're big on horror and thrillers. Why not mesh the two? We've seen it a few different times, but I want to combine things.
And we talked about kind of doing that with the community of folks that we are friends with. Yep. We were sitting around, kind of figuring out like which one we're gonna do next, and this made sense because of the people that we wanted to put in it.
Absolutely. I started with Luna. I said, Selma Hayek. From Dusk Till Dawn. If we got a prequel of that kind of situation, or if we saw that in a different scenario, add with a couple of different extra little things and build around that. So from there, I kind of wrote everybody's characters kind of based on who everyone is to a degree, so you can play it more naturally. You know, when it comes to S-Dot, I'm like, my guy Suede, he get active. He get active. So I know he can really take over that role because that's him, to a degree.
To a degree.
To a degree.
Now you killed it though.
Yeah.
I love
Like,
it.
I was-
I was a little over
You
the
was
top.
I love the
that's what-
Over the top character.
Right.
Over the
Yeah.
top
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Because most streamers that we see nowadays
Over
are
the top.
over the top
That's the
antics, in your face, loud, obnoxious. Like, get this away from me, please.
I love the one that me and Esdo did.
That's my favorite too.
When I grab them and throw him, I think we played that really well.
Yeah, when you lick my.
That too. Well, I like the throwing part. You like the licking part. But I feel like the way that we shot the one that I like, it looks so good. It looks so powerful for me, and then it looks so
It's an
strong.
amazing scene.
Yeah. I liked when we were partying.
Yeah, the
That was
party was
fun.
cool.
Also, when we, that was fun too.
Oh yeah.
What you mean, you know?
You know, you
I
have to watch the movie.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
You were not there.
You were not
watch
there.
the movie too.
My favorite scene, probably with AJ when he threw me. And our fight
yeah.
our fight scene.
Fight
Yeah.
scene.
Fight was
Like
awesome.
everyone's favorite scenes don't need it.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
Yeah, but the fight scene was cool.
Physically had to like slide ourselves.
Yeah, and do
across
something.
the-
Yeah.
So
Which was-
everyone did their own stunts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You didn't have no choice.
I remember when I had my fighting scene, I would keep telling them, "Push me, hit me for real." They're like, "No." I'm like, "Come on."
It's fine.
I wanted it to look real. Like,
We don't want y'all to
Exactly.
get hurt. And they had that big pole.
Yeah, I remember the bow again. Yeah.
I was like,
no, this
say
is
that.
a real heavy pole. We can't
Yeah,
just
that
swing
pole,
to
no,
this.
just do it.
do it. I'll figure it out.
The door scene too, when we were fighting at the door, I was worried about
Oh.
pushing y'all fingers. Y'all were literally trying to get in the door.
But we watch everything.
We watch everything.
Well, with gearing up for this, we watched a lot of horror films. We watched a lot of vampire films.
Me too.
We took pieces from films to like, okay, we gotta have these elements in the film. So
Big budget, independent.
Yeah, I live alone. So I don't watch a lot of
Low
scary
budget.
things unless it's, true crime documentaries.
That's even
That's
worse.
worse.
Yeah,
I
like
know.
That's more scary.
That's real life.
Yeah.
we collabed with our homies Mark Cooper and Jeanette Bradley. Yeah, they did the soundtrack. They did the music. They did the score. That I'm not gonna hold you, like the score enhanced the movie so much. It added so much to the film.
And we were picky.
And we picked. And
We
it,
were-
it took. It was a process.
it was a
like
process.
the process of making the score was like almost as long as editing the film.
Yeah.
It took a long time.
We were very, very picky with it, but they came through with some heat. Both of them, you know what I mean? They had different elements in different sections, and it just, blending it together, it really worked.
There's a jingle that lives throughout the film that I think people will recognize as like that we wanted a staple jingle that you hear in horror films. They always have some kind of noise that reoccurs all the time when something scary is about to happen or something weird is about to happen. So I think we got one of those. It's like, okay, this works. It's like identifying piece of sound.
I definitely watched a lot of stuff before the movie. And I think the more we shot the movie, I got more into the character. I remember at the end, I was really feeling it. And I was like, I wish Kenji would start right now. I watched a lot of documentaries about actors, how they actually transform for movies. So I really tried to believe it. And so many things. And plus the makeup was very tedious, but it was so good that when I would look at myself, I would not recognize myself. And I think that brings a lot of it to perform in such a way that I actually was believing in what I was doing in that moment. And I really wish I was a vampire at that
Y'all not
moment.
gonna recognize her with that makeup.
Yeah.
What was the toughest day on set for you?
Toughest day on set for me would be the scene I shot with Luna where she had to throw me on the floor and I was like sliding across the floor and she like licked my face. It was crazy. It was insane.
That wasn't the toughest. I feel like no, the toughest. I think it was probably day 1 or day 2 You was trying to get this line together.
Oh yeah, that was
man.
crazy.
Yeah.
You couldn't get
I
that.
could
You
not
couldn't
get
get that
Struggle
line.
with.
It was like the
When he
first
said he was
line.
preparing, I was preparing what? Because he was struggling.
It was like it was.
I got the script the day before that.
Yeah, me too.
True, this is true. I'm just saying I think that was the toughest. Was you
Nah.
trying to get that out?
It was my nerves.
Because you had absolutely, but
Yeah.
you knew it. But
I
it
couldn't
was
get it
just
Yeah.
trying to do it in that
Yeah.
moment. It just that was probably. I got your answer.
Yeah.
I remember it all. Right? Okay.
KP, what was the toughest day for you on set?
I mean, I was directing too and acting, so that's already tough in this
Yeah.
thing. I'm trying to remember my stuff, everybody else's stuff, help Brandon and Matt put together the vision that we have at the same time. So I mean, the entire thing. I think the most challenging thing was just time. You know, the time is something I wish we had more of. I think that was
That's always the thing. You will always need more
always.
time.
For
Even
sure.
if you got 3 weeks, 4
Yeah.
weeks,
For
sure.
you still
And,
need
you
more
know,
time.
no, but we
For us to be doing it in a
Right.
week.
Yeah.
Not even what, 4 days?
No, it was,
Right.
It was
five.
It was
five.
Did we do
five?
five?
No, it was
And we
4.
had 2 more shoot days.
Oh, without
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. But I mean, it was
But
time.
still,
I think that was
that's why I was gonna say my toughest day was probably the last day because I realized we had a lot to do and a lot even the stuff even more that we wanted to do.
Yep.
It was like, oh, we wish that we had another week together so we could just really take our time with stuff. But I commend all of you because y'all was bringing the energy.
Yeah.
Y'all made it feel real for us. Y'all made this story come to life.
I was able to get it done.
I feel for me it was definitely my first scene. Also because I got so involved in the script, and even though I know my lines, I was so focused on the same thing. I was trying to help them to bring out my idea of what it looks like in my head. And when I remember saying action, everything went away. And we have to like shorten my lines because I couldn't get them right. And also because of my English, I tried to do it so perfectly that it was not coming out right. And I think the last day too, because I visioned into so much more, and we realized we didn't have enough time. Everybody was in short time to that day, and I remember being stressing about it and like being mad, being like, "Oh, we can do it, let's do it, let's try."
But people was tight that last day.
It was.
We had trouble saying Trinity.
But we did it. We left. We came here early every day. We left super late, and we did that every day.
I think your accent and like your English is part of the character though. Like,
that's what I like about
For
it.
sure.
We watched a few different movies with Latina actresses, and their accent is like really what makes them on the screen.
Yeah,
Like,
it's all the character.
it's like, oh, I like that.
But one thing is to have an accent,
Yeah.
and another thing is not to know what you're saying.
You'd have like this death stare, like you'd be like just staring and just standing there. Like, was that intentional or was that like
Well,
part
I
of
was-
your character? Like,
I was doing it part of my character and
Okay.
like to feel it. So I have to disconnect to who I am to bring it up. As an actress, I think it's so hard for me because it's like one of my first acting thing that I done, like for real, like I really care. So I really was in it. I was really in my head. I was really trying to believe that this was real. I can bring the best out of it. If I would just be my normal self, it would have taken me a long time to get back into it. So whenever you guys were talking shit, I was in it. I was repeating the same things in my head. I was repeating the story in my head, believing that was actually happening to me so I can bring it up.
Okay, so the opening scene was challenging for me because this is the first production I've had multiple lines in. And so to just start off as the opening scene or whatever, for me, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna forget my lines immediately. Remembering my lines because I got the script really late and was a challenge for me. And the last day because I felt like we had so much to do when we were trying. I left here like 3 a.m, something like that, and we were not done. Like my part was done, but we were not done. Yeah,
Like about six maybe 7.
yeah. So that was challenging.
I mean, I was gonna say the same thing. The last day was tight, like you were saying, for everybody. Everybody was tired, still giving all their effort, but again, we left really late.
I got a question for you, E. You had great on-screen chemistry with Lexi, who plays Max.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How did you prepare? How did y'all prepare for that, or was it something y'all just winged?
To be honest, I mean, I know we sat there and, did our lines back and forth a couple of times, but I think it was kind of just natural, to be honest, just a natural chemistry. She does acting, she's professional and same, so.
Is there a romantic scene? Any kissing in this film?
I think there's a lot.
There's quite a bit.
Not for us.
We kiss.
We kiss.
Oh yeah.
Not for me either. We don't get.
It's definitely
I don't
gonna
get
be.
nothing.
It's definitely a lot of passion, a lot of romance, a lot of like.
Gotta be. It's a horror.
It's called trauma bonding.
Errol and
Bonding
Lexi,
is
they
crazy.
have a whole little love thing brewing. Their thing is like real cutesy, and then
And everybody else.
and then the rest gets a little wild.
All right.
A little while.
We didn't want to do too much with it, but we wanted to give enough to where like all of our, like a lot of us have audience that is here for us for that, our adult films and our OnlyFans and all of that. So we wanted to give them something where they could see, but we also wanted to highlight Luna in a different way, so that it's not all about that. So we can see that like, oh, this is a
some
mainstream.
talent.
It's a mainstream film. She is acting without having to, do the adult stuff. So both, like, it's kind of the best of both worlds. Like we could have done a little bit more, but we wanted to not feel like porn.
I would like to, make it a trilogy if we can. If we can get everybody's time once again. I would love to do a trilogy. I would love to take, these actors to Comic-Cons, the horror Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
I want to see, them on merch, because when you have dynamic individuals like these who have compelling characters and who can, this is only just the first one.
Yeah.
With limited time.
We set it up for more. We set it up to be bigger. We set it up for more budget to be able to be poured into this. There's definitely room for a sequel. Like the way it ended, and y'all haven't seen there's an end credit scene that lets us know there's more happening with this story. And we also talked about having a prequel to what happened this night.
Yeah, that'd be
that'd be really
like
cool.
to see
A
that.
prequel and a sequel. And like you said, like, this is not the end of this world. This is the beginning of a world where we're gonna see these characters again, with hopefully more budget and more days.
They so
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
God Almighty.
And merch and tours and all of that.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Can we do more for Esther if there is?
Oh, man. Wild. Go see Suckers, because you are going to see some of your favorite social media stars in a new capacity, in a new light that you haven't seen them before. They put on some amazing performances. They lent their time, their efforts, and their creativity to be able to create this film.
We did this for the fans.
Yeah.
Really, we created this film for the fans. So we did it for us and for y'all. So go see it. Go support them. Go support us. And go be entertained. It's thoroughly entertaining.
Yeah, and tell us what you think. We really want to know where you
Comment below.